Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my second installment of my video series. So last video I have promised that I'm going to cover something on the Red Hat Linux, starting with the Red Hat Linux. But prior to that I took a pause and I thought of come up with the MacBook setup. The reason because is already I'm having a MacBook and also I was setting it up. Then something pop up to my mind. Okay, why not showcase and jot down all those particular steps and put it into the GitHub, and so that it will be helpful for the others as well. So that is the only the motive, and for that reason I have come online and jot down all the steps, put it into the GitHub link, which is be available on the description, showcase how exactly I install, what exactly the tools, developer tools I install on my Mac, and get it a develop oriented environment, be it Docker, Kubernetes, all those particular parts. So let's get started and let's see how exactly it is being done. So prior to that, I wanted to tell you that current my Mac, it is running on the BIGSUR, which is the latest offering from the Mac. Which is the latest offering from the Apple side. And BIGSUR, I'm running the third beta installment, and I found it pretty stable and pretty good. So I do not found any kind of shutting it down or any problems. So for that reason I thought of, okay, let's go ahead, install and make a development oriented environment in the BIGSUR, so that whatever the issues I face or whatever the issues I may get encountered during the installation, so that I can see it whether it is working or not. So without any further delay, let's get started and let's see some of the tweaks whatever I have done. So as you can see from the downside, I have moved my dock to the my right hand side, and as you can see I have made the widgets are a little bit small, and as well as I have removed all of the unnecessary widgets as well. So with that particular said, let's bring up all these things whatever I supposed to install. So first thing, I wanted to get up and running with my iTerminal. So prior to that, I wanted to check what exactly the version currently, the Xcode version it is at the moment. So as you can see, it is the Xcode version is 11.6, and this is mostly required for installing all of my setting up the Homebrew, which is the package manager for the Mac. If in basic Linux system, if you are looking at Red Hat, it is Yum, and if you're looking at the Debian based system, which is Ubuntu, there it is apt-get or dpkg or something similar to that. So similarly in the Mac operating system, we have something similar to that, which is we call it as Brew, and it is pretty familiar and it is very well known to all those particular developers. So I'm not all these particular steps whatever, or all these particular tools whatever I am going to use, this is not the best, but it is a very usually or widely used tools which you find it in the market. So obviously, so my choices and your people choices may vary because I'm kind of get acquainted with this particular part. So please feel free to raise a PR or put a comment section if something I have missed out from this particular list, so that we can collaboratively work together and get the things work. So as you can see, I have already installed Xcode. So let me get started with installing the Homebrew. So as you can see, already I have copied and put it, pasted on this for my reference. So I'm just copying it and I'm just installing it, and I'm going to put my password for it, and it is asking me press return to continue or any key to abort. So I just hit return, which is enter, and it is going to take some time, and after that particular installation we should be ready with my other particular applications to install. So let's wait. So it should take not more than 2 to 3 minutes. So all right, now as you can see it has been installed, and also you can as you can selling, so you can get installed with get started with BU help, and it is going to showcase what exactly it will be needed. And you can search, you can do it that particular info, and all this particular information is being right in front of you. So which is my package manager has been installed. So now next, after that particular part, I can go ahead and do a brew update, so that whatever the packages has been installed on this particular machine, it will go ahead and it will do a update process to that particular part. Then after post installation, so my favorite terminal is being item 2. So I rarely use or hardly use Apple out of the box or default terminal. So for that reason, let's go ahead and install item 2 as well. So you install item 2. All right, so let's go ahead and install that one as well. So it is going to take some time, and it is going to install the new terminal or the replacement for the default terminal which comes from the Mac to item 2, which is widely used and also has much more, a little bit of powerful than iTerminal. So I just use. Alright, now as you can see, item 2 was successfully installed. So right now it's time to close this terminal, and let's come to item. And as you can see, it will ask you some privacy related part, and that's it. Here it comes your item, which is very powerful and also very much customizable as well. So you can do a parallel SH, you can do vertical, and so whatnot. So by doing this also you can split your screen, you can wide angle, you can do whatever as per your test. So once it is being done, so now going forward we'll be using the default terminal, which is the item 2, and we are going to do all of my operations on this particular part. And to do that, I will go ahead install the next option, which is the Git, which is the SCM, software configuration management, or which we called it as source control management, so or a repo, which we use as a and Git is being the standard. So I'm just going ahead and installing Git as well. So let me go ahead to install Git, and it is going to pull up the things, and it is going to add that as well to my things. All right, so there are some of the things which is it is telling that your Xcode is outdated, blah blah blah, so many things. Please update to Xcode 12.0, where exactly it has to download. And because I'm still running on the beta version, so there are very high chances that the things has not been updated to the because there may be so many issues or something, so they may be working towards the resolution. But let's check it out whether it is working or not. So as you can see, I just installed git on top of that, and it is giving me the git version and all. So until and unless it is giving me some kind of errors, I'm kind of cool and I am okay with that. So let me proceed with the next step, so which is telling me that Brew, Cask, Google Chrome, Brave browser, Visual Studio, IntelliJ IDEA. So there are so many things. I am not choosing all those particular parts, but I'm just going to choose some of the things, say like Brave browser, which is my favorite browser, and also Visual Studio Code, which is a editor, or you can code in that particular part. So that's the reason it is kind of a very fantastic tool as well. So I'm going to install that one as well and showcase whether it is working fine or not. So I have started installing as well, so it is downloaded that one as also. So right now it is installing. That's it, and it is being installed. And second one is what gonna do is Docker. Right now all of the things whatever you do, it is Dockerized. So Docker is being the to go if you are having a development environment, that particular tool has to be there on your system, be it on Windows or be it Mac. So Docker has come up with their own things, which is they call it as Docker Desktop. So with this particular part, you do not have to separately download it. You can just call it automatically. It is going to install all this Docker Desktop, and that is being the stable version. And as you can see, it is calling and it is installing as well. You do not have to go and browse Docker explicitly and download that particular part. You can just go ahead and call it, and automatically Brew will find it, and it will gonna install on your machine. So that is what exactly we are doing at the moment. And once the Docker has been installed, so we will proceed. There are so many things like Jenkins, Google Cloud SDK, so that is being used for interacting with your Google Google Cloud as or Google Cloud APIs, or something similar to that. So similarly, Atom is one of my favorite editor as well. So again, Zoom US. So you do not want to you want to install Zoom, being the the video conferencing tool. So you can go ahead and install in that one also. Terraform, again the infrastructure automation thing, so you can do that. You can install that one also. Node, setting up a Node JS environment as well. So Python, JQ, Kops, interacting with the AWS or Kubernetes EKS services, accordingly Kafka. So you are installing the Kafka messaging broker, Tmux, and kubectl, interacting with your Kubernetes cluster. So I'm also installing kubectl as well, as my Docker has been installed. So I'm just installing kubectl as well, so that I can interact with my desktop, Docker Desktop as well. So in that, the moment whenever it is installing, so let me go ahead and install or start Docker as well. So it is going to ask me to open that and give me the permissions and all. So I'm going to give that. So once it has been done, so it is going to pop up over here. So as you can see, it is started working as well. So let me go ahead and showcase what exactly I have installed. I have installed item 2, Brave browser, Visual Studio Code, and Docker. These are the things which I have installed currently. And next thing what I'm going to do is going to install Atom as well. So this is being my favorite what do you call my favorite editor at the moment. So yeah, okay, so it is telling me that to use this cask. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it is started adding that. So there is a change. So let me go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so brew cask install Atom. Atom fix. Commit changes. So as okay, so this is I am the admin, and this is I just did it, but you just have to this is not the right way to commit it. It has to be reviewed and all, but as I'm the owner of it, and I'm managing it, maintaining it, so I thought of and I showcased, okay, there is a problem, so I just went ahead and do that. All right, so next option, next steps. So we installed item, we installed Brave browser, we installed Docker, and we installed Visual Studio Code, and also we are installing Atom. And side by side, what I'm going to do is and as you can, Docker is running, so I am enabling Kubernetes as well. So how to do that? And enable Kubernetes, apply, and restart. That's it, and automatically it should start as soon as possible once everything has been pulled up and all. So I'll just leave it as it is, and as you can see, Atom also being installed. After Atom, we will proceed with our next steps. And so here we are going to see ZSH, and what exactly ZSH is all about. So ZShell is the default shell in the Mac, and with that particular part too, if you want to enhance it, and if you want to get some kind of complications and also enhancement to your terminal, so oh my ZSH is the one of the to go forward to. So this is where exactly I have opened the oh my ZSH repo, and as you can see, this is one of the 115K has been starred, and also it is one of the open source, connect, community driven, and to manage your ZSH configuration. So I'm not going ahead all those steps, but I have jotted down all those uh, uh, the steps whatever you have to do. So you have to want to install ZSH completions, then you can install oh my ZSH to your terminal, and you can put your plugins also, you can install it, and obviously add those particular parts, and everything would be up and running. So with that particular things, let me open up the terminals for you. So and let me showcase how exactly my item I have defined it too. So all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to showcase my preferences, my settings a little bit, so that you can get a taste how exactly it looks like. So I am going to the preference side, appearance, nothing much, everything whatever I love to do. I'll just go ahead in the profile sections. So we can choose whatever the directory, and whatever the working directory and all. So so text also, you can can install the fonts whatever you want, and you can choose that particular part, but window. So this is where exactly all of your enhancements comes into picture. So transparency level, so as you can see, I am, the moment whenever I am making it as a transparency is more, as you can see, it is going like that. So I am not making it as a more, but I'm just making it as to be, reading it. So I'm just making it as a blur. So you can also even, you can put some background images also. You can, go ahead and check it out. What are the background image if you want to do? You can even do that as well. So as you can see, it is going to give you a nice view as well. So this is my choice of having my terminal, and yeah, this is where exactly I was talking about. And as you can see, it will be a full transparent, and also there is a background which is going to take care most of the part as well. Okay, so that is where my Genesis terminal, and also your enhancement, and how exactly you are going to do to your item 2 has been ended. So now let's go ahead, let's see the VS Code, the completions or the extensions, actually, not, sorry, that not the completions. So the best part of having this Microsoft product, you can use as many as extensions, whatever it has been available on the market, be it Docker, be it Vagrant, be it your Terraform, and be it your Draft, be it your Helm. So all those particular part, it would be available, and you can, use those particular extensions, and you can go over easily. And I'll just open that particular VS Code for you, and I can showcase. I have installed one particular part, one particular extension, which is Docker. And as you can see, by using that Docker extension, I'm able to visualize what are all the bridge, the volumes, and also what are all the containers or images are running at the moment. So that is one of the beautiful and powerful extensions we are having. So apart from, once you guys are done with your Visual Studio Code, then that is where the SDK man comes into picture. So this is my one of the favorite versions managers at the moment. The reason why we need, because first thing you think like, you are installing Java, you are installing Node, you are installing, any of the development environment or development tool. But Java is also having 1.8, 1.9, and also right now the latest is 1.11. Similarly, Node, it goes with some particular versions. Uh, you know, uh, you can check uh, any um, software or any software development kit, and it will be having many versions, right? So the best part of is, so even in the Java also, suppose say you want to install Java, and Java, say I want to install 1.8, but in the 1.8 itself there are so many versions are available at the moment. So that is where SDK man comes into picture and solve this type of problems, so that you do not have to reset, you do not have to set your environment variables, you do not have to switch between the multiple versions and all. It will be, you have to install that, and it will be ready to go. So whether, it doesn't matter whether you have installed a 1.8 use something, or 1.9 or 1.11, so you just have to install that particular part, and automatically in the environment variables to all those things, it is going to set that particular version. So let's, without any further delay, let's go ahead and install that and see how exactly we are going to do. So the steps are already, it is there. So I'm just copying it and pasting it. Just a moment, there is some problem. Okay, so curl, there is some problem. So let me go ahead and do that. Call happiness. Okay. All right, it is getting downloading and it is ready to go. And as you can see, you can open a terminal and run the following in the existing one. But I'm just going ahead and I'm sourcing it here so that it would be ready to go itself here only. So I think I'm done with that. I have sourced that particular thing. So SDK help and yep, I'm ready to go. And as you can see, you can install and install list, use default and home environment. So it is having more, a little bit of structured, little bit of, it gives you options what exactly you want to use. And you do not have to, uninstall, reinstall, remove, blah, blah, blah. So you can have multiple versions and by seeing default, you can easily switch in and switch out. Okay, so let me do a list so that I can showcase what exactly it is available at the moment. So this is where exactly all those SDKs are available. So so similarly SDK version. So check we can just check it out what exactly the version it is having at the moment, and it is SDKman 5.8 version it is there. So how exactly we want to suppose say right now, let's go ahead and install Java to R. So I'm just taking this particular guy and I'm installing. Prior to that, if I want to see what exactly thing it is being there, so I can do a SDK list Java, and it is going to give me all this type of information. Whatever the adopt OpenJDK, Amazon, Azure, Bellshoft, Graal, VM, and Java. So whatever the things you have at the moment, so it can go ahead and it can install that. So for the time being, I'm just installing. Let's say SDK install Java 8.0 9.10 dash Oracle. So let's go ahead and install that one. As you can see, it is not available. So this is where the catch is all about. So first we have to see what is the list you are having at the moment on this particular part, and based on that you can go over with the same option. So at the moment I'll just go ahead with adopt OpenJDK. So I'll just take this particular option. So I'm installing 11. um, hmm, SDK install Java. Okay, let's do it once again. All right, so SDK install Java, whatever the version it is there. So it is being downloading and it is being installed at the moment. So let's take a little bit of time. Okay, so install Java has been installed. So let me go ahead and check it out. Java version. All right, things has been installed. Java has been installed. It looks good, looks perfectly fine. And this is how exactly the SDKman comes handy, to install and to manage, to set up and all. As you can see, I have not done any kind of sourcing, adding into the path variable, blah blah blah, so many things. So I just have to do install SDK, install Java, that particular version, and automatically it has been taken care. So this is how exactly the SDK man has been, rolling, and it is going to be a fantastic tool, uh, you know, uh, in the next time. So now coming to the browser configuration, so you can have some kind of extensions in your Chrome, which is LastPass. So we can store some of the password, your passphrase and all, and Grammarly. So as you can know, as the name suggests, it is almost it is going to give you the suggestion on your grammar and all. JSON viewer, so my favorite. So automatically, whenever I write any kind of YML or JSON format, so I can go ahead and check it out whether my JSON format is correct or not. Okay, so last but not the least, so to have some fun on your terminal, so you can go ahead and you can install this particular Gauss and Ponice and Fortune and Lolcat. So based on that, it is going to give you a picture as well as in a Figlet format. So what you're going to do is we just going to copy it, and I'm just going to showcase. I think I have already, it is there. Yes, it is already there. So I'm just now going ahead and telling it is going to give you a suggestion or a comment section and with a Gauss or something. So that is how exactly it is. Okay, all right, so I think it's a wrap. So I hope in this particular video you must have got some kind of information, also how exactly I set up my MacBook, so which is starting from a normal Xcode to the having a fun as well. So please let me know in the comment section if you like the video, and next time it would be completely deep dive into the Linux part and also Linux command sections. So till then, stay tuned, stay safe. Thank you.